Hello everyone and welcome back. So just grab your tape measure and the width of that Kerdi roll is 39 and a half. I'm gonna mark 39 and 3/4 because I want a 1/4 inch off that Kerdi pan. Just grab your level and strike a line all the way around the perimeter of the shower. Grab your level again, just put it on the edge of that shower pan and strike a line all the way up from bottom to top. Mind you, the tiles, they originally wanted the tiles to start at the front of that shower pan, but I suggested maybe we should do the tiles all the way to the edge of that wall. I think it would look a lot better, and the gauging actually works a lot better. So I'll show you that on another project, which it is this project. So just strike your line on this side as well. And also make sure when you start this project, always put your level on the ceiling and also on the acrylic pan. Make sure everything's true and true, through and through. So I'm gonna need 5 of the Kerdi. So 2 on the right, 2 on the left, plus 1 more because that'll be a cut on the top. And usually it's 19 inches, so you can get 2 out of that. And take your measurement here, leave a 1/2 inch on each side and docked off, and take another measurement here. So I'm gonna need 3 for that back wall. Okay, so that's for my right and my left. So I have 5 of those. And that is for my back, and I have 3 of those. So that is my Kerdi trowel. And I'll just show you what kind of mix you need. Just like a pancake batter. Actually, that should be a little more looser, guys. So I'll probably remix that a little bit, but I'll test it and see what it's like. Somebody asked me in a comment section that you shouldn't use drywall, and that is absolutely not true. Drywall is a lot cheaper, and the bond on drywall is a lot better than hardy board or cement board. Just because it sucks the water out of it really good, and you got a good bond on that. So that's why my builders sometimes will do it that way, or they'll put a hardy board or a cement board. But most of the time, we always use drywall. On another project I'm using, they're using backer board on that one. So that's a different builder. So you're safe because we've confirmed that 15, 16 years ago with Schluter, and it's all good, and there's never ever been a fail. So just spread all your mortar. Remember, hit the horizontal line and the vertical line. And don't go beyond that, okay, guys? Just keep on those lines and just cut up all those walls, okay? I don't have a very good camera shot on this side wall, but I'll stick around and I won't do a time lapse on that back wall, so you get the idea of how to apply it. It's always best not to put too much on the wall. It's because the more you put, and the more it's hard to get the bubbles out. So you have to trust the Kerdi trowel And that's why they have that trowel, because just use your teeth, all right? Okay, just grab one of those and always have them rolled up. The reason why I have them rolled up because it's a lot easier to apply. So always use your fingers on that starting point of that line, on your vertical and on your side. And just use your hands and just back and forth. Make sure you don't veer off those lines, guys. I use the grid when I install tiles. It helps me out a little bit, but I always use my levels going across, front, back, side to side. So and just apply pressure and just adjust that Kerdi just to hit that horizontal line. I very rarely use Kerdi board. Kerdi board is a great product, but I like the Schluter Kerdi better. And the reason why I like the Kerdi better than that is when I lay tiles, you'll notice that there's a bounce in the Kerdi board. I like everything stiff on the walls with the drywall or the backer board. When I lay tiles on Kerdi, I notice that there's a bounce, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, guys, but I just, it's a little frustrating for me because I want to make sure that I have a good solid surface when I lay my, install my tiles. So I can apply a lot of pressure and that drywall doesn't move. It's what I'm trying to say, it's stiffer. The walls are a lot stiffer. So I find it's a lot more work too with Kerdi board. This way I find it a lot easier and a lot faster. But everybody's different, so what you feel comfortable with is trust your instincts, but make sure you do your research, okay? If I've never had a fail, I stick to this plan and I always stick to it, especially for showers, but I always like using new products. I use old techniques, but I always use different kind of products. And I want to make clear here, so when the time comes when I lay my tiles, you make sure that you cover that acrylic base. And what I'm talking about that is put a piece of maybe a towel down and then maybe like a half-inch board or like a scrap piece of drywall, because if you ever drop your tile onto that acrylic base, you will get a crack, and then you can get it repaired, but it's going to cost you money. So make sure you cover that that shower pan afterwards, okay? And what I do is I have multiple towels, and sometimes I have drywall on the floor or whatever I can find to protect that. Because a long time ago, I'm saying probably about 18 years ago, that happened to me. And they put like a 1/4-inch dent in that acrylic. And I don't want that to happen to you, okay? Just make sure you always cover your base. So at that time, it cost me $150. But I think now it might be even like double that, like $300 or $400. So please be very careful. So you see how I'm just following my horizontal line? When it comes the next day, between the Kerdi and the shower pan, I wouldn't cement that. I would just, if your drywall's just up a little bit from that pan, What I would do, guys, is I would just get a little bit of silicone the next day and pump it in there, and you can fold it. The cement's not really the great against acrylic, so silicone's a lot better. I don't have to roll it up on this one because they're short runs. So you see how I have maybe about a ½ inch between the right and the left from the wall? Just make sure you have a little bit of a gap, okay? Don't go tight to the corners. And just up and down, side to side, use your hands and make sure you're on those lines. And remember, guys, your margin trowel, make sure it's rounded. I know I tell you this 100 times. No pointed trowels, okay? See how I'm getting the bubbles out? That's why I don't put my Kerdi band on the corners first. I like doing it this way. I do the Kerdi band in the corners later on. That's my last part of my Kerdi. I do it this way because when I go back and forth, up and down, I know for sure that the bubbles are going to be out. And just grab your trowel when you know the bubbles are out and just go down the edges. Okay. So you see that? You're going to overlap the same thing on the Kerdi there. So I'll just show you 1 second here. It's like a 2-inch overlap, just like that. Okay, I'm going to time lapse here, and I do a chalk line all the way up like 40 inches because I don't like to go beyond my cement. I'm a little weird that way. I like things like presentation. That's what I'm saying. So you don't have to do that, but I do that. If you know you're going to go straight, on the bottom of the overlap, just follow that line on your first Kerdi that you spread it out. And this is my 5th Kerdi that I told you cut 3 for this, or 5 for the both sides. And that's the, okay, anyways, I'm rambling on here, guys. So this is what I'm doing. This is my last part of it, okay? This is what I'm talking about. So just put it on the top there and let the roll hit the ground. And if I can find my pencil, and just hold it and go down and mark it. Now there is a niche in here, but and the builder tells me where they want it, and I always lay tiles first and I put my niche later on. I will show you that on my next video. I just like doing it that way because I kind of like to try and equal everything out. Unfortunately, I can't do this because this is in the basement and it's 7-foot ceilings. So the builder wanted to go a little bit higher, so I did what he wanted, and I wanted to go a little bit lower to make a 12 by 24 going through the wall, through the niche, and continue, but he wanted to go a little bit higher. So same thing, pre-cut your Kerdi band and just mud up your corners. Just do one at a time, okay? Because if you start doing the other side, the cement could dry up on you. I figure I go easy on you guys with this. So it's a nice little project. Actually, this one is the one with the niche install, the miter cuts around it. So I've had this video for a while, and I figure I'd just throw it up for you. If you ever need to know anything, I do have a playlist of in my playlist. Just check it out, and you'll see some different showers and niche installs and stuff like that. So it's always there for you if you ever come into a problem. So everything's categorized, and I hope that helps you. Okay. And believe it or not, guys, this is a lot cheaper and a lot stronger doing it this way opposed to Kerdi board. I know Schluter ain't gonna like me saying that, but I'm just being honest with you, okay? That's why a lot of us tile guys, the old timers, like doing it this way. But like you said, if you can do it any way you want. I'm not trying to discourage you in any way, okay? And just use your fingers, tuck everything in the corner, and make sure you got good coverage on both sides of the Kerdis. Just use your trowel. Don't slide it up and down. Just in and out, in and out, in and out, just to get a little bit closer to the Kerdi. Just use your margin trowel. Just make sure you get all the air bubbles out, okay? Just like that. Okay, there you go, guys. And I'm just going to time lapse this. So come back and I'll show you how to gauge the tiles. It actually worked out with a full on the sides and a full on the back. So thank you very much. Please come back. Bye-bye.